that's maybe how you know that. Promises and contracts. I used to keep items, statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. My hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did it find out? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on my face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what it and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't say much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Promises and contracts. I used to keep items, statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. I used to see. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And off we go from East Rutherford. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
70 Rangers. Come on, go.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. He's got room to run right at the start. Down the sideline to the 20. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 52 yards.
You talk about a big-time run right out of the gate. I mean, there was nothing special here play call-wise. He just found a crease, hit it, and he was off.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the ground, that is Rashard Smith. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 7.
Ready.
They give to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, unlock Lion. Shot alert, chopper.
They'll try to run for it with ball. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
The Jets. First down. 1st and goal at the
Hall. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll get that to Wilson. And the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He's got his big tight end. I say unlikely. Touchdown Jets. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel this way.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on that play. And the Chiefs have a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's the rookie running back out of Miami. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Second and 5.
Yellow.
Now give on the ground, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll come up to third and 3. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now, faking the give. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
Let's go. Go, 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 go. Viking 18. Ready, ready.
The handoff. Here comes home. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. They'll come up here first and 10.
Back. Ready.
He'll drop the throw. He'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Hall. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run here. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The open man is Wilson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Attack! Yellow! Let's go, Artie!
Drive will start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send Worthy in motion. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He'll find his receiver. That's Jalen Royal. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Yellow!
Here's a designed run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow!
Now the New Jersey native who played his college ball at Rutgers, it's Isaiah Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one, batted away. It's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
79 Broncos. Get it.
He'll look to throw. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And it's going to be third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go. Set. 8 Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And on third down, that ball incomplete. And Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. They'll begin here on the ground. Awkward-looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 3rd and 5. Patrick to throw. Out to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit. That right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
On the jump. Come 19. Come 19. Let's go now. Bronco 80. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! Big gain for the Jets there. 56 yards.
And And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready, set.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Hall. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Makes the score Jets 17, Chiefs 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here, they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
Mahomes now out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And they'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at about the 9. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Mahomes going to push this one forward. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. So, from 37, here's second down and 3. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's to the right side and incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Third and long. Now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Ready? 70 Lions. Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down. So from the 36, it is first and 10. On the run, here's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll look to throw. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A tough spot here. Third and long. He's got his man. It's Pickens. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Pickens there. It's second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
They'll run. This is Hall.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for third and 3. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's into the end zone. And knives Mitchell. Touchdown, New York. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Next to score, Jets 24, Chiefs 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. Brings up second
Second down and 8. Throwing is Mahomes. That is tossed down the field. It's worthy. They had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
First and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Forced out wide. Now he'll air one out. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
Mahomes now on second down. That is intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it just past their 25.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and It kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
79 Broncos. Go.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. There'll be a loss of yardage.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Multiple times and all pro. That is Chris Jones. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Their own 27-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. He's got it at about the 8. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Pacheco. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will score. Game on. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown Chiefs. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That'll be caught. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for two doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Dragon 60. Get ready.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Room to run at the 40. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, New York. That touchdown number 30 on the year. One shy of LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 31 touchdowns set back in 2006.
Makes the score Jets 31, Chiefs 16.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will sit on here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. The ball's out. The Jets have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready? Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead.
And he will dive into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Chiefs 16.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The motion man is Sanders. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Nope, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. Mahomes back. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big play for KC. 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up
Second and a yard.
Right on these two.
The tight end going in motion to the left. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Mahomes now to throw again. Open man, left side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with the stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. His throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That is caught. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. No, he's not going to get it. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll send Worthy in motion. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, KC. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point
Back
conversion.
to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. The timing and accuracy like that leads to 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll send Worthy in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll send the receiver in motion to the left.
1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Kansas City.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Mahomes. Open man is Royals. He's got it.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
They'll send Worthy in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be intercepted. Into space. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal.
Get him. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready.
Now, faking the give. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
It's one of those times, Mike, where you're actually better off just throwing the ball away. And yes, it's nice to get that reception, but it really just results in a wasted down.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Viking 18, 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. And 9 Mitchell. Touchdown, New York. That is 3 touchdowns in this one. And he's up to 11 on the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Makes the score Jets 52, Chiefs 22.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up 2nd down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one caught as Matthews throws in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Give him 27. And it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle and intercepted. He gets free inside the 40. Still going. City.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
And now you get the pick six, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for two. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You had no choice. You find yourself down big. Here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Warrior 70. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. And he's in! Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Jets. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. Tight end on the move left. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's got another one. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide, and he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. They send the tight end in motion. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. It's stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Mahomes now to throw again. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with it.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
37. That's good for the Jets. First down.
Go.
Back to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's hard. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here. Clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Ready.
They'll run, it's home. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Roman Wilson was the intended target. And now it's third and goal.
Dragon 60.
Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now the try for an extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jets will add one more onto their big lead.
Chiefs 36.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
15. Go, Woo, Ernie.
One last shot now for Mahomes. He's going to air this one out. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.